guys, we are back. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. As always, it is so great to see you. And friends, we're going to be talking about GoPros today, specifically, as I'm guessing this title is probably going to say something about the new GoPro Hero 10. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know I've been using GoPros for a long time. Actually, holy smokes, this transcends far beyond PhotographyTalk, or when I founded this company, which is 12 years ago now. So my brother and I, my last company, we had a Corvette community, and we would mount these GoPros. Now, obviously, this is a 9 here, but we would mount some of the earlier GoPros to the front lip of our bumper, get a cool kind of ground wide-angle view, and then, of course, we would mount another one on the rear bumper, getting that kind of fallout field of view. And GoPros were awesome. It was an instant hit, and so I've been using these things since, boy, it seems like a good 13, 14 years at least. Now, granted, some of the earlier GoPros, the audio was, let's be real here. The audio I wouldn't consider to be really good for what these are up until, geez, a few years ago is really when I started taking the audio a little seriously with these things. But the video was always spot on, especially it seems like every time GoPro comes out with a new camera, they really step it up. And so today, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the new, because a day like this is really special stuff. And you may be saying, Alex, what's so special about it? Well, when I get to go down to Best Buy and pick up a new GoPro, because this is, again, these are something that I use on a regular basis. If you watch any of my videos where I am out in the field, almost every one of them has at least some footage in there shot on a GoPro, because these things are so versatile. You can cram these things. With my I have a small rig clamps that I'll mount them underneath. I'll put suction cups on the side of the truck, above it, inside I'm talking to. They are such a great tool. Matter of fact, there's an upcoming video that we'll be shooting here in the next couple of weeks that is breaking down, because many of you ask, what are some of the tools as a solo filmmaker do I use? And one of the items, giving you a little sneak peek right now, is GoPros. I use these religiously. When I head out, I have 2 Hero9s and I have 2 Hero 8s. Now granted, the 8s the 8s are kind of sacrificed these days as the ones going underneath the vehicles or getting in those spots that may actually jack them up, but they never do. They always stand strong. And then the Hero9s are the ones that are usually where I want that really awesome shot, because the video and the hyper smooth in these things is just absolutely badass. This one with the media mod is always in the cab of my truck pointed at me. So anyway, we're going to be talking about the Hero 10 here. We're going to be doing an unboxing, kind of first impression, what you can expect, and put some sample footage in here as well. All right, guys, we're going to crack this sucker open in just a minute. But first, I got to ask you for a huge favor. You see, we put these videos together to help you make informed buying decisions. So therefore, you know exactly what your dollar is getting and what to expect out of the product or service or whatever it may be. Now, if we were successful in doing so and we helped you out, if you can do me a favor, go down below and hit that like button. That quick little action that's going to take you a fraction of a second to do is really going to help the channel out with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, pull up a seat in. Let's go. Now, as you may know, the Hero 10 just went on sale today, and I'm lucky enough to just get back in my office after picking up one of these things. So what I'd like to do is an unboxing and show you exactly what GoPro is including in the bundle with the Hero 10. Now, let's get to it. Okay, let's move those up there. Let's grab the old knife. The packaging looks fantastic. Really well done. I like the colors. All the information is about the cameras along the side. They have a few other bullet points here on the front. It looks really, really fantastic. I guess I don't need a knife because it's a little strip on the bottom. Nice. And they have the same case that they had last year, which is really nice because these things come in handy. It's kind of like a hard shell case. Okay, we have kind of your camera must be updated before you can use this, so it's telling me that there is a firmware update. All right, so on the top, this is what it basically looks like. As soon as you crack that open, actually you had this right up on the top there. But this is what's inside this thing. Up on the top here, we have product questions. So this must be the handy dandy. Actually, what the hell is this? This is not the manual, but this is important product. Okay, so this is safety instructions. You have a kind of a quick, yeah, so all the stickers are on, kind of the quick start instructions. Pretty cool, good use of space. You have your USB-C connector. You have one battery. You have a base and a little screw, and then of course, boom, fantastic. Okay, the packaging is a little different this year. I don't remember the 9 being wrapped in this, and of course, here we go. 1, 2, and we have one on the back here. Your camera must be updated before you can use it. Okay, loud and clear. You know, on the front they had, boom. The front they had little red tabs, which made it easier to go snagging it off the back. The back did not. So these unboxings with these GoPros are pretty straightforward because there's not a lot in these packages, and nor does there need to be. So, wow, this looks really fantastic. So off the get-go, one of the first things that I'm noticing here is, aside from the GoPro on the front, is the branding is now blue. The outer ring of the main frame, yeah, no, maybe I just didn't notice it with my 8, but it feels like it has a little bit more of a matte finish to it. Maybe not. Maybe it's the same. But of course, again, on the side, you have blue branding versus the silver or the gray from last year. Other than that, man, these things look identical, which is a breath of fresh air, as we'll discuss here in a moment. Now, when a new model comes out, I think it's important to compare it to its predecessor to see how many improvements were made. And while I'm a big fan of the Hero9 and I've used it extensively, I have to say it looks like the Hero10 is going to be a big improvement. Let's put these guys head to head so you can see for yourself. Now, before we get into the differences or how these things are different, I do want to point out from a visual standpoint how much they really look alike. Now, the Hero9 here on the right, now this obviously has a Polar Pro ND filter on the front of this thing, but as you can see from the front, the only difference is the blue. The GoPro is now in blue. On the top, again, these things are absolutely identical. Now, these two dots right here, I shared with you earlier. When I head out, I have 2 GoPro Hero9s and I have 2 Hero 8s that I bring out, and I have the dots here to help me separate which ones are doing what with the matching up with memory cards and so forth. But again, back side of it, other than this one has my grubby mitts all over it, no difference. This side, no difference. The bottom, no difference. And of course, this side, the only difference between these here, again, is it's in blue on the Hero10. So these things are absolutely identical, which in a moment in this list, I'll share with you a couple things where that is really, really cool stuff. Now, to start things off, the Hero10, guys, has a new 23 megapixel sensor. This is an upgrade over the Hero9's 20 megapixel sensor. Now, the Hero10 also gets the new, this is the big part here, the GP2 processor, which is replacing the GP1 processor that was introduced in the Hero 6 back in 2017. More on that in a bit. Video capabilities in the Hero10 include 5.3K up to 60 frames per second, 4K at up to 120 frames per second, and 2.7K up to 240 frames per second. Now compare that to the 5K up to 30 frames per second, 4K up to 60 frames per second, and 2.7K at up to 120 frames per second on the Hero9. So basically, if you're doing some quick math here, you're getting twice the frame rate in the new camera. Now the Hero10 also gets some boost in hypersmooth department with a 4th version of the in-camera stabilization software, whereas the Hero9 has the hypersmooth 3.0. Now this is something that I'm really excited about because when the Hero9 came out with the hypersmooth 3.0, this was amazing. It was absolutely badass. In all reality, guys, I can't wait to see what the hypersmooth 4.0 is, because this was amazing in here, and so I'm going to be really interested to see how much better GoPro is able to make the hypersmooth in the Hero10. And just like the Hero9, the Hero10 features super photo, HDR, RAW capabilities, time warp 3.0, 8x slow-mo, as well as 1080p live streaming. Now this is the ability to be able to use the GoPro as a webcam and automatic uploads to the cloud. Now both cameras have voice control. Now the new camera is waterproof to 33 feet, which is basically the same depth as the Hero9. Additionally, the Hero10 is compatible. This is the cool part right here. The Hero10 is compatible with the media mod and other accessories from the Hero9. Unlike when the Hero9 was compatible or was not compatible with the Hero8 accessories. So when the Hero9 came out, of course, as you can see here, these are not even anywhere close to the same size. This is the Hero8, Hero9, so if you had a media mod with the Hero8, you were not able to use it with the Hero9. But the media mod kit and the batteries and all that other good stuff that you may have with your Hero9, you're going to be able to use on the Hero10. So that is a big, big bonus. So as you can see, there are many holdovers from the Hero9 to the Hero10, but there are many improvements as well. Personally, I think the biggest news is the GP2 processor. Think about it. This is the first processor upgrade in 4 years, and GoPro really desperately needed the upgrade. Now with the additional power that the GP2 processor will provide, the camera will not only process data much faster, the camera should also run cooler and have an improved UX interface, like better swiping, response rather, when you're swiping and navigating the camera's menu system. Now since I just unboxed this thing, I haven't had a chance to get out and actually test this thing, but what I'm going to do here is, because it prompted me to do the firmware update, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop a battery into this thing, and then I'm going to get out and take some test footage, and I'm going to put some side-by-side test footage, so therefore you can see what the Hero9 footage looks like and see what the Hero10 footage looks like. Since this is just a quick unboxing and review of the Hero10 specs, there's a lot left to explore with this thing, which I'll be doing during the next couple of weeks once I've had a chance to really put this thing through its paces. So stay tuned for a full review in the oncoming weeks, and also keep your eyes peeled for an upcoming video. As you know, each year when the GoPro comes out with a new model, I also release a model on my favorite accessories for GoPros, and we have that one coming right around the corner as well. Now, before we go signing off here today, let's discuss our current giveaway. We have 3 fantastic prizes this time around. We have a Holdfast Thermographer leather camera bag. We have a set of H&Y filters, a $100 Adorama gift card. As always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you registered on the site during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win. But as I keep saying over and over again, swing on by, say hello. We would love to see you. And friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on the site and how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. All right, guys. There you go. GoPro Hero 10. It is out and this thing is badass. As always, every year when they come out with a new GoPro, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, because how much I use these cameras and how much I depend on these, this is pretty exciting stuff. And I think GoPro has done a great job from the surface. Looking at the specs and first impressions, I'm super impressed. Now, the next thing is I'm dying to see how this thing performs during the next couple of weeks as well. That said, guys, it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff. As I mentioned, it is so helpful. So, you found some value in this video? Do me a favor, hit that like button down below. If you are currently not subscribed to the channel, friend, what are you waiting for? We have these sort of videos going on all the time, and we would love to have you part of the family. And last but not least, might as well kick that bell so that you're notified each time that we come out with a new video. That said, guys, actually, I'm going to go play around with this thing, and I'm going to get out of my studio so you get out there, stay healthy, and create your best shot.